Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if you're new here, or welcome back if this isn't your first time with me. I'm grateful to be here with you. This is day 13 of our 30-day yoga journey. This yoga journey in its entirety is called Inward, and today's day 13 is all about letting go of control. So today's practice is more of a gentle practice, a restorative practice. So you want to get really comfortable and make sure you're warm, because there's no standing postures, you won't be moving vigorously. And also surround yourself and support yourself with some props. So if you have some blocks or a bolster or a couch cushion or some blankets, have those around. We will be using the props for our final shape into a supported heart opener. Here there's no controlling or shaping the breath. We're just going to allow ourselves to be with what is, with some gentle contemplations around letting go and surrender. So again, get into something really comfortable and let's get this practice started. Let's begin in child's pose. So go towards the back of your mat and have your toes touch, knees come out wide. You can support yourself in supported child's pose if you'd like to bring a bolster in front of you or bring a block underneath your forehead. This will be a passive child's pose. So you can extend your arms forward, have a little bend in your elbows, rest your forehead on the ground or on a block. It's just nice to bring support to the head. If the head is just hanging, it might be a little more challenging to fully release and let go. Bringing the floor up to us signals to the body that it's okay to let go and release. We'll invite in 3 cleansing breaths here to really drop in. So just exhale your breath through the nose so that we're on the same page. And then take a big breath in through your nose. Let your belly and chest fill up completely. And then release with a big exhale out through the mouth. 2 more times. Big inhale, breathe in, fill up. And then a big exhale out through the mouth, release. Feel your shoulders drop and your hips get heavier. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale, biggest breath you've taken all day so far. And exhale, maybe even let out a sigh as you let go. Release. Close your mouth. And then we'll just drop into the breath, in and out through the nose. And for this practice, we won't be shaping the breath. We'll just let the breath flow in its natural rhythm. Let's just observe the breath. And we'll be here for a little bit, so really welcome yourself to your mat and to your practice. Let your belly be a belly. So as you breathe in naturally, you'll feel your belly expand. As you breathe out, you'll feel the belly slightly pull in. And find your rhythm. Each time that you naturally exhale, you feel your hips sink a little deeper. You feel space open up in your lower back. You feel the elongation in your spine. And you feel your shoulders let go. Shifting our perspective inwards, allowing the bridge to be the breath, shifting us from the external world and into the internal landscape. Now from here, we'll start to shift forward onto all fours. So just gently bring your knees underneath your hips. And we'll just move through a few cat-cows. So as you inhale, you'll drop the belly, lift the gaze. These can be nice and gentle. As you exhale, push the floor away, pull the belly in. And twice more, inhale, open up. Exhale, push the floor away, pull the belly in. And one more time, inhale to your cow. And exhale to your cat. And then from here, we'll come into a nice gentle puppy stretch. So we'll keep the hips stacked as they are, and then just walk your hands forward and melt your forehead down towards the mat. Make sure your head's supported either by a block, or you can bring your elbows down. Slight pull in of the belly. And continue to observe your breath. When you're ready, you're going to start to walk your hands underneath your shoulders once again. And then just sit back on your heels for a moment as we pause and prepare for another posture here that will hold for a little bit, which is really nice for calming and grounding, which will support and facilitate that letting go of control. So we'll come to our bellies and come into half frog. So we'll start by coming onto the belly, and then we'll extend the left leg out to the left. So let your left foot just flex so the inside of your left leg is supported by the ground. Now you can have your elbows wing out and rest your forehead on the backs of your hands, or you could turn your head to the left so your right ear is down. You can release your arms and have them more like cactus with your head down. So you can decide what makes the most sense for you with your torso and your arms. You can play around. And if you're turning your head, that's fine, because when we do the other side, we'll balance the neck out by looking the other way. So once you find your position here, start to draw yourself into stillness, so letting go of any fidgeting. And take a look around in your inner landscape with your inner eye, and just see where you might be gripping or holding on. Take a body scan. And consciously relax your legs and your groin, your inner thighs. Let your belly be relaxed. Let your shoulders be soft. Relax your jaw. Perhaps you close your eyes. And as you're dropping into your effortless breath, you'll feel your belly expand into the ground, into the earth as you inhale, creating space and nurturance in your lower back and in your hips. And then as you exhale, you'll feel the belly pull in, and that is your release. That's your letting go. Releasing the need to control and trusting in the support of the ground. Now we'll start to prepare to bring ourselves back to center. So you can bring your arms in, support yourself, and then bring your left leg in. So you're just laying on your belly. If your head was to the side, just bring it to the center. And then we'll prepare for the other side. So when you're ready, you're just going to extend your right leg out to the right, having like a 90-degree angle bend in the knee. However, if the heel's slightly a little more in, that's fine. Whatever's comfortable for you and what makes sense for your body. So the right foot is just pressing in. The inside of the right foot is supported by the ground. The inside of the right leg supported. And then if you turned your head on the first side, then turn your head on this side, looking to the right with your left ear down. Either stack your palms and rest your forehead on your hands, or maybe you have cactus arms. Again, whatever makes the most sense for you. And again, making the adjustments here to start to settle into the shape, to commit to stillness. And close down your eyes if you haven't already. Relax your jaw. Breath is effortless as you observe it. And just think heavy, heavy bones, and allow the ground and the earth to support you as you surrender, with every exhalation dropping deeper and deeper into being held. Just know that surrender isn't about giving up. Surrender is about letting go of the need to control the outcome and just opening up the space for what is and what can be. And we'll start to prepare to come out of the shape. So just bringing your head back to center. Bring your right leg in. You can rest your forehead on the backs of your hands if your head was turned. And then to come into a counter posture, we'll just bring ourselves back up onto our knees. And we'll come into a closed-legged child's pose. So we can just allow our arms to rest by our side, forehead down, rest the chest along the thighs, just relax your shoulders. Again, breathing into the belly. Let everything settle and integrate here. Good, and then start to lift yourself back up. We're going to prepare for our supported heart opener. So this is where we're going to use our props. So you could either use just the 2 blocks, if you have 2 blocks, and place them behind you like we did in an earlier practice throughout the journey. Or you could just use a bolster or your couch cushion and just lay over it like that. Sit bones are always going to be on the ground. Or you can use all of the props if you have everything. I can show you what that could look like. You can bring 1 block just vertically placed here, and then the next block you can place it horizontally, maybe on the 2nd setting or the highest setting if you have cork blocks. Those are a little more stable. But you want to have them relatively close together, and then you can lay your bolster or couch cushion or harder pillow on an angle, and you're going to lay over it. It's just creating some elevation. If you want a deeper back bend, by all means, remove the blocks and just lay over your bolster. Just make sure that you feel comfortable and supported. It's not about how deep you go. This is more about the surrendering and the letting go. So wherever you are, your sit bones are on the mat. Get comfortable. If you're chilly, put a blanket on, put some extra socks on. And as you lay back, you're going to leave the natural curve of the spine, come down. And if you get down here and you realize that your chin is just way up high, maybe you need to tuck a little pillow or a folded blanket underneath the back of your head so that the forehead and the chin are aligned, so that your neck is supported. Now here with the legs, you can either have the legs straight out, or if you want the knees bent, feet wide, and the knees fall into touch, that might be nice and supportive for your low back. Or if you want to fully just open up and let go, maybe soles of the feet touch, knees open, and maybe like without any props might be a little much after a while, so you can always tuck a couple of pillows or blocks underneath the backs of your thighs for the ultimate support. So take the next few moments to get comfortable, and if there's a prop that you're thinking about that you wish you had, another blanket or something, here's your opportunity to go and grab that so that you can get comfortable. Make sure you're warm. Adjust. I always like to lift the chest up a little bit, make some space for my shoulders to tuck in, and then relax the back down, and that just opens up the chest and the heart a little more. Once you do find your position here, your posture, your supported posture, you can close down your eyes. And then again, we find the inner eye and just take a scan throughout your body. Just explore and see where there's some conscious or even unconscious pockets of holding on or gripping. And then with your next natural exhalation, just smoothen it out. Let it go. Sink deeper into your props and into the ground. Let your belly be a belly. Relax and soften the energy behind your eyes. And soften the space across the forehead. And there's nowhere else for you to be right now, nothing for you to do. And just allow ourselves to be with what is. Letting go of the need to control or shift or force an outcome or solve anything. This is our time to just be. Be with what is and what can be. With every natural exhalation, just releasing tension, releasing any resistance. And just know that the more that you can relax here, the more you'll feel supported. And the more you can relax and release here, the deeper you are held, which in turn strengthens this bond of trust, ultimately trusting yourself. noticing what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multidimensional being. And know that this place of home and surrender and ease is always, always available to you. It's your birthright. And you can slowly start to deepen your breath once again here. Just signaling to your body that it's time to reawaken. Maybe you want to bring some movement back to your body, your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Depending on where your legs are, maybe you stretch them out, and maybe you bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch, stirring the body back to wakefulness. And then from here, we're going to just assist ourselves up in whatever way makes the most sense and is the most supportive for us. You can use your hands to lift you up. And then we'll come to a supported seat. So you can sit on your bolster or pillow or grab one of your blocks. And we won't be here for long. We're just going to close our practice together here. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll have our hands facing down to facilitate that letting go. Tall spine. Close down your eyes, and again, the breath is effortless. No shaping or controlling the breath today in this practice. And as we sit up tall here, we'll just come into a short contemplation around letting go and surrender. So inhaling here, just sitting up tall. And exhale, release as you remain elongated. And again, breath is effortless. And again, surrender isn't about giving up. Surrender is about letting go of the need to control the outcome and just opening up the space to allow for what is and what can be. And as you deeply inhale, just think about an area in your life that could benefit from this act of surrender. And when your next exhalation arrives, mentally, energetically, emotionally, just let go of control. Surrendering and trusting that what's meant to be will unfold. We are exactly where we're meant to be. Shifting into deeper trust in ourselves, knowing that we always have the ability to respond rather than to react. And trusting in our ability to respond. In your next inhalation, just breathe in the lightness and the liberation that surrender can offer us. And as you exhale, just release any lingering tensions and resistance. And from here, we'll take one final breath in. As you breathe in, just acknowledge the transformative power of surrender. And as you exhale, just gently open your eyes. And just ready here to embody the potency of self-trust. Embodying this deep sense of release. Bring your palms to touch in front of your heart space. Thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice. And may we take this sense of surrender and letting go and our ability to respond to any given moment, to any thought, to any feeling. We can choose how we want to respond. Let's take that off the mat and into the rest of our day. From my heart to yours. Namaste.